This is Charlie Parsons for Boxing Social. Delighted to be joined. And you know what? We always have our banter this up, but it's our first time on an interview.
Is it? No.
Oh. First time and a good time for it.
My Parsons cherry.
I know, yeah, literally. Harlem EUBANK just main evented for the first time with a good little win against Tom Farrell, a tough, experienced opponent. Also, people forget he was a really good amateur. A good little win there for Harlem.
I was. Look, it was a box checking fight, you know, and he took a shot in the. I think it was the fourth round, and he was almost down, I think, and he fucking survived that and came back into it, you know. So I think it was a very conclusive opponent against a fight against a very tough, tricky opponent. So very happy with that.
I spoke to Harlem earlier in the week, and Calla also, I know it is loud, he said now for him the first of many main events, and Calla reiterated the same thing, cementing his own name in that EUBANK family legacy.
Yeah, definitely. Look, he'll have 1 million plus people tuning in for that fight, and they'll watch him. They'll want to watch him again, and hopefully we'll get him out next February, and he'll do step up again, and hopefully get a British title shot middle of next year.
Just for you, obviously, I imagine you are impressed with that performance, but how do you move him from now? Because obviously he's done the main event at York Hall. When you talk about the British title shot, is it also, as much as he is main eventing on Channel 5, keeping him grounded and not rushing it too much too soon?
I think this year's been probably his best year as a pro. I think, not patting myself on the back, but the match and everything.
But you are.
But I am, sort of, in a roundabout, blatant way. It's been perfect, and I think he's ready for the next step.
We've seen this week Liam Smith has his fight announced against Chris EUBANK Jr. There were reports on Twitter that the deal had been agreed a while ago. Yourself and Calla strongly denied that, said it wasn't over. I think now it's been announced. Were you just bluffing us a little bit?
No, look, it's always a negotiation. EUBANK has an exclusive contract with us, and we wanted to make sure the deal was all signed and in place properly before we announce. We like to announce things that are signed and sealed, and it is now, and I'm happy to confirm that, and I'm looking forward to the fight. It's a tough fight.
Press conference on Tuesday, we know just how big this fight is. Let me ask you, the decision to go box office, obviously Liam Smith, known by the British public, and EUBANK Jr. known by the British public, but not two maybe household names as such. How do you expect this one to do on paper?
Not really sure, to be honest. I think it'll do well. It's a great fight. It's a great trade fight. I think it's going to be a bloody good fight, put it that way. I hope people do buy it just to watch it.
Well, I'm sure they will, because British public love a good fight, and that is one in that. AO Arena, good arena in that, and obviously linking up again with Boxer and Ben Shalom. Let me ask you, where is your deal with EUBANK and Sky? Because obviously we saw him box on a few Sky cards, and then the Ben fight was made. Is there a broadcasting deal with EUBANK Jr.?
No, I mean, look, our job is to do the best deal by our fighter, and that's what we do. We'll see what happens in the future. Hopefully we'll work with Sky, hopefully we'll work with DAZN, hopefully we'll work with whoever. It's, we like to work that way, but EUBANK needs to win this fight first.
Couple more from me, I don't want to keep you for too long. I saw Frank Smith was here this evening. I know that you guys would have had a chat. Calla told me that he still does want to make that Conor Ben fight. I know that's something that you're both potentially looking at. How sort of optimistic are you? I know legal proceedings are going on. What do you know that will come out in the legal process? Is there much?
I don't know anything. He's not my fighter. To be fair, I don't think Frank knows anything either, because it's confidential. It's with lawyers. I understand they're having various reports done. I think it's up in the air, but I think that fight will happen. I think that fight will happen as long as Conor can get his ducks in order, ducks in a row, ducks in a row, something like that.
If it comes back that Ben is clear to box, do you maybe go now look at the summer if EUBANK Junior is victorious against Liam Smith and maybe do. I mean, people said when the fight was announced that if it was a summer fight, this could have done Wembley or Tottenham Hotspur Stadium or something like that. Do you then start looking at the option for stadium?
Yeah, I mean, it's a good position to be in, isn't it? But the issue is those venues get booked up quite early for summer fights or for summer events. I still like the O2 personally, but will be dictated by the demand. And obviously, I don't like to speak about the next fight. He's got to beat Liam Smith first, who's a hell of a fighter. That's a tough fight.
Nisse, top man, thank you for speaking with me at Boxing Social. First of many, perhaps. Look at you already running away. And if that fight does get made at a stadium, I'll be there ringside, all right?
Of course. Sit next to me on my lap. Like a little puppet.